Oh, that's interesting. Talking about managing staff and managing systems. I have observed over the years that many schools struggle not because the staff in the system are bad, but because people are managed like systems. I'll give you instances. Timetables, policies, reports, and rules are important, but then people are not machines. When school leaders manage teachers and staff the same way they manage schedules and procedures, frustration grows, motivation drops, and performance suffers. So, if you want to improve on your performance as a manager or as a director in a school system, or even as a proprietor or school owner, there are key things you need to look out for. To lead well, you must understand one simple truth. Managing people is different from managing systems. Like I said at the beginning, systems are the non-living part of the school system, and people, the staff, are the living part of the school system. So in every school, these two things count. In systems, there are rules, there are policies, there are schedules, there are procedures. But when you talk about the people, that is where you have the teachers, you have the staff, you have the students, you have the parents and guardians. So when systems fail, what happens? Schools become chaotic. When people fail, schools become toxic. So you see, every part of them is very important. But the mistake many leaders make is trying to fix people problems with system solutions. You can't use solution for non-living things on living things. So what they do, they'll do what? They create rules. They create tighter controls and stricter monitoring systems. This is not the solution. I know some of those who are not concerned in this particular topic will be saying, tell them, tell them. That approach often makes things worse, I must tell you. So even if you're a teacher saying, tell them, what have you done to improve on yourself? Right? Because today we have a lot of people looking for opportunities that are trained. So a school owner who has vision and mission to achieve will not be looking at you as an individual, be looking at what you can bring to the table. So if the school is not opportune to train you, train yourself. I hope this is very clear. Now, what managing system looks like. I want to make this clear. Systems are designed for consistency and predictability. That means you can put things in place and you can tell what the outcome will be. When managing systems, you can set rules, you define procedures, you monitor compliance, you correct errors. I'll give you an example. A timetable must be followed. Perfect, is it not? A reporting format must be consistent. Of course, that is why it's a system. A policy must apply equally across board. Perfect. Now, systems do not have emotions, right? Anyhow you organize it, it flows the same way. They do not get tired. They are not discouraged. They are not confused at any point in time. So if a system fails, what do? You redesign it to make sure you achieve the expected result. Now, in terms of managing people, it requires a different approach because people are different. Teachers and staff bring emotions to the table. Of course, that's why they are humans. Don't say they should not attach emotions. They are human beings and they have emotions. They have personal challenges, strengths, and weaknesses. Now, when you talk about the aspect of motivation and discouragement, it is also there. So, as humans, there are ways to manage them. It requires communication, not just instruction, right? They require support, not just supervision. They require feedback, not just, evaluation. These are things that will help them to get it right. So a teacher who is struggling may not need punishment to be corrected. They may need guidance. Probably they don't even understand what you're saying. They may need training. I can't overemphasize the importance of training teachers. I can't overemphasize it because I've seen the difference it creates between school A and school B. School A that doesn't train the teachers and school B that trains the teachers. The end result is always different. So when leaders treat people like systems, they create fear instead of commitment. And you need to understand this as a school leader. Okay. Now, a simple school example for you to understand exactly what I mean. I'm going to explain this with two directors. Let's say I have director A and director B. Now, Director A notices late lesson plan submission, right? And also observe that there is um, restrictions or people are actually not doing things the right way. So what does he do? He introduces stricter deadlines. I'm not going to collect this on Monday. It will not be collected on Friday. And for those who don't do that, he issues out warning letters and also even penalties, right? Now let's look at what Director B does on the same issue. He asks himself, is it that teachers are overloaded? Are they overworked? Are they having more periods per week? Or are expectations even clear? Do they even understand why the lesson plans must be submitted? Do they really understand what it means to be more committed? These are questions he's asking himself. Do they need planning support? Do they even understand how these things are done? So what does he do? He holds a meeting, clarifies standards, provides templates on which these things will be done. So it's not like go and do it. He provides a template, even rubrics, and say use this to develop what we have asked you to develop, and goes on to offer mentorship. That is an excellent idea. Now, let me tell you what happens at the end of the day. Both directors address the issue, right? But what did A do? A addressed them like systems. Do this and give me feedback. Do this and give me feedback. At the end of the day, nothing happens. So he tries to correct it by introducing stricter deadlines, warning letters, and penalties. At the end of the day, the system becomes toxic. But the B will enjoy the system. Why? Because he has given them templates, he has given them, rubrics on how to achieve those things. So it doesn't mean that these teachers should rely on these things. But what I'm saying is you must have done this first step before going to the next step. Because once you do this, then everything is clear. You have cleared the standards. You have provided templates and rubrics. So anybody who doesn't align now shows that this person is not fit to be in the system. So you can go ahead and give your warning letters. You can go ahead and declare penalties. You can even go ahead and change those individuals, because the goal is to ensure that the students, the learners, the pupils get value, right? Now, why this difference matters in schools, and you need to understand this as someone who is managing school. Now, when people feel understood and supported, there are a lot of things that takes place. Teachers engage more because, yes, I now understand the mission and vision of the school. Everything is now clear. So they engage more to achieve the goals. Staff take responsibility. Now, if you don't make these things clear and dive into their emotions, everybody would create gaps, loopholes between one person's responsibility and the next, because they are not like machines, they are like systems. They work strictly based on what you have given them. Even when things are going wrong, they say, oh, this is not my responsibility, right? Now, problems are reported early because everybody wants the system to succeed. They are already cleared with the vision, so they run with it. And again, innovation increases because they are not bringing ideas. They are not suggesting things that will move the system forward. I'm talking about the school. Now, when people feel controlled, look at what happens. Look at the outcome. Compliance replaces commitment. Okay, let's just do it. It's not like they want to do it. Let's just do it. It's not like they feel it is necessary to do it. Let's just do it. And they do it anyhow. Fear replaces honesty. Let me just, it's not that they are honestly doing that, but because of the fear of the system you have created, right? Problems are hidden, not solved. So instead of getting things solved, they hide it. And then you feel that everything is in place. No, over time, it results, it reflects in the system. So strong schools do not run on fear, they run on trust, clarity, and accountability. Okay, now there are a few key takeaways I want you to take as school leader. And here is the balance every school leader must learn. One, use systems to create structure. I repeat, use systems to create structure. Then, secondly, use leadership to develop people. I'm sure this is very clear. using a system to create the structure of the school, and use leadership, not rulership, to develop the people, right? Now, fix systems with policies and fix people challenges with communication, coaching, training, and a lot of clarifications. And that is how people grow in your system. That is how people grow in your school. So when you manage people differently from systems, schools become not just organized, but effective. So I want you to take note of this. Ask yourself this question. When a problem appears in your school, do you respond with another rule or a conversation? The answer may explain more than you think, because these are the things that will help you achieve your required goal.